Fear is a powerful force. It can paralyze us, keeping us rooted in place when adventure and growth are calling our names. It can whisper in our ears at night, amplifying our doubts and magnifying our insecurities. The unknown, the unseen, and the uncontrollable are its home. And every one of us, at one time or another, has felt the chill of fear knocking at the door of our minds and our hearts. But what if, instead of letting fear dictate our actions, we chose something different? Imagine for a moment that every time fear comes calling, we allow faith to answer the door. Faith doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means the choice to move forward in spite of it. Faith is the quiet voice that encourages us to step out, even when every logical part of us wants to withdraw. It's the steady hand guiding us through uncertainty, promising that even if the way isn't clear, we do not have to walk it alone. There will always be reasons to be afraid. New beginnings can be daunting. A new job, a new relationship, a move to a new city. Setbacks and failures can shake the foundation of our confidence. The world can feel unpredictable, sometimes overwhelming. Fear may show up when we're about to make a life-changing decision, or even during the quiet moments, unannounced, uninvited. But faith reminds us that we are stronger than we think. With each challenge faced, with each step taken forward, faith grows louder, bolder. Where fear paints worst-case scenarios, faith imagines possibilities. Where fear tightens its grip with uncertainty, faith loosens the bonds with hope. Think of the moments in your life when you took a chance, when you said yes, even though you were trembling inside. Maybe it was standing in front of a crowd to speak, not knowing how your words would be received. Maybe it was reaching out to reconcile a broken relationship, not sure if your olive branch would be accepted. Perhaps it was forging ahead with a dream, investing your time and heart, uncertain if anyone else would believe in it as much as you do. In those moments, faith didn't vanish your fear, but it outshined it, just enough for you to take that next shaky step. Too often, we believe courage means being fearless. But the truth is, the most courageous people are those who feel their fear and choose to act anyway, letting faith lead the way. Faith does not always offer guarantees. It does not always provide hard evidence or promise a specific outcome. But it does give us something fear never can: the promise of possibility, the room to hope, and the strength to endure. There is wisdom in listening to our fears. They can teach us, keep us alert, and sometimes even protect us. But when fear hinders our growth, shuts down our dreams, or prevents us from living fully, it's time to let faith take the lead. Faith invites us to live expansively rather than restrictively. It nudges us to pursue opportunities, embrace change, and trust that no matter what lies ahead, we have the resilience to face it. Consider the stories we admire most, the heroes, visionaries, trailblazers. Their journeys were not free from fear. They risked much, often stepping into the unknown. What set them apart was not an absence of nerves, but a deep-rooted faith, sometimes in a cause, sometimes in something greater than themselves, sometimes simply in the possibility that things could get better. Every day, we are faced with choices that shape our futures. And every day, fear will present us with a litany of reasons to stand still. But what if we made it a practice, in both the big moments and the small ones, to greet fear at the door with faith? To say, I see you, fear, I recognize you, but I choose to move forward anyway. Faith is also contagious. When we act in faith, we inspire others to do the same. Our children, our friends, our co-workers, they watch how we deal with challenges, how we respond to setbacks, how we handle fear. When we let faith answer the door, we create a ripple effect, quietly encouraging others to find their courage, too. This doesn't mean blind optimism or reckless decisions. Faith is not the absence of wisdom or critical thought. It is, rather, the determination to not let worry and what-ifs have the final say. It is an active trust in the process, in ourselves, and for many, in something greater. A sense of destiny, a divine plan, or a purpose yet to be uncovered. So the next time fear comes knocking, reminding you of everything that could go wrong, every past mistake, every imperfection, pause. Take a breath, acknowledge the fear, and then invite faith to speak. Recall the times you triumphed despite your doubts. Remember the ways you've grown, the obstacles you've overcome. Let those memories fuel your faith. Let them assure you that whatever you face, you have the strength to endure, the wisdom to navigate, and the courage to continue. Faith does not promise that the path will be easy, nor that we'll be immune to hardship or pain. But it does promise that fear does not have to define us. It assures us that even when we stumble, there are lessons to be learned, strength to be gained, and new opportunities ahead. When fear knocks, let faith answer the door. Welcome in the light of what could be the hope of new possibilities. Choose courage, choose trust, choose growth. In doing so, you not only rise above your fears, you inspire others to do the same. And step by step, guided by faith, you open up a life far greater than fear would ever allow. In those moments of decision, when anxiety tugs at your soul and self-doubt clouds your mind, choose to lean into faith. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow faith to be the first to greet whatever lies on the other side of that door. Because truly, a life lived by faith is one where we discover not just who we are, but who we are meant to become.